a few things. Now I gotta draw some, maybe some other character I thought of for a suit up. And you saw the other day, I thought got my comics and suit up, all here and ready for the store. Finally glad they're here. I think it took about 2 weeks to get here from Maximum. I'm glad they finally got here. They look fantastic. And once I get them in stores, I'm gonna be selling them at Cosmic Comics. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna take them up there. And once they're in stores, I'm going out to celebrate. One of them, I'm gonna be, see if I can think of some and draw them here. A lot of these characters I'm gonna be doing on the fly, so you can add your suggestions just in case. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with something, maybe a hero from Elastic's era when she was human. This hero I call Union Jack. A hero of Britain, and a hero fellow colleague of Kelsey, Elastica, back when she was human. Don't know how long I'll get this stream going. Hello, Rod Nation. Hello, Stray Kid. Welcome to the stream. Drawing some characters I want to add later to my comic book suit up. I finally got all the pages, got all the comics that's available for selling from Miximum. Drawing some character from my comic book I want to maybe add later. Starting with this hero, Union Jack, from Great Britain. I got my comic book for suit up. I'm gonna have them ready and available to be sold. Cosmic Comics. I'm very happy. Finally got here. I'm on my way to becoming an actual comic artist. Thank you, Stray Kids. It's just something I thought of at work. I'm planning on having him in a flashback. Union Jack is a hero of Great Britain. His ability is that of a visor on his head. You shoot lasers, kind of like Cyclops. Having a storyline that introduced another character. But that's for later. Right now I want to start small. Seeing a lot of these heroes I thought of that could be introduced later. Stray Kids are a K-pop group? Okay then. Actually, speaking of K-pop group, I do have another character I wanted to add later. Basically, she's a K-pop star. Got the idea from that K-pop Demon Hunter movie and My Hero Academia Vigilante with Pop Step or Pop Star, whatever her name is. Basically, this character is a villain. By day, she's a pop idol, beloved by everyone, stuff. But by night, she goes through a transformation. The actual transformation is that more like she sheds her pop star status and becomes something she really is, a thief. She becomes a supervillain. Goes around doing live performances on the street, but also robbing people before they even know it. Yes, what's your question? I'm drawing these characters on the fly. Usually I have to really give up to think of their designs off screen before I can actually draw them. Yes, what's your question? 67. Why won't we say 67? Is that all you want me to say? 67? I'm actually doing this design off the fly. Got to probably give her a proper design off screen. Anyway, I want to draw two forms of her. I have to actually look up for some looks for this before I can properly give her a proper look. Okay then. Alright. This is her maybe in her normal form as she's performing. No one else in the group actually knows about this. I'm sorry. Very good. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Feel free to videos on my channel if you want to. This is her I had designed for her maybe in her normal form before she goes out. And I'm gonna do her design after she becomes this change her disguise and becomes her villain's form. Wait a minute. I'm gonna adjust it. Sorry, I have to try and adjust. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this one. Feel free to follow me for more videos. in her villain form. It takes just someone change the clothes, to change the makeup, everyone change her hair to turn her into a completely different person. Well, that's her. Another character I have in mind is I don't have a name for you, but I'll come up with something later once I flesh the character out more. Another character I have in mind is a rather annoying character. I don't want to compare my thing to Atomic Puppet. Well, Atomic Puppet was the inspiration for this thing, so guess it was a little. And I came up with a character that could be the annoying one, annoying villain character. Basically, a wannabe hero, kind of like Mookie. Yeah, I also used to be a sidekick to a hero. Because you used to be your sidekick to a Union Jack. You used to be a sidekick until Elastica convinced Union Jack to dump Mookie because he was incompetent. Dump the guy who was incompetent. And to be honest, he was. He couldn't do anything right. He was always a burden. Elastica convinced him to dump this Union Jack to get rid of him. Ever since then, this guy, hated Elastica. He's blaming her that he got fired from being a superhero, being a sidekick to Union Jack. Because of that, he tried being his own solo superhero, but that didn't work out well at all. Now he just sits in his mom's basement, trying to be something clearly isn't. Calls him, well, a working title. I haven't really come up with his so-called hero name, but I tried going with the name Mondo Man for now. I plan on changing it later. I haven't planning on showing up in one of my issues. This is my comic book. He shows up on the stop cry, but end up making things. Ranting about how Galactica was a phony and a fangmonger. And of course, Galactica, a suit, doesn't like that. And she even starts being suspicious around spandex, saying that she coincidentally had the same kind of suit and color scheme as Elastica. But he doesn't actually get the comparison, at least not now. I don't know if I have him actually find out about it. They're still deciding it. I do have an idea for the comic book introducing him that eventually his mom actually kicks him out of the house. He's lives at a internet cafe. Got that trend going in Japan with young people living at internet cafes because they can't afford housing in Japan. The housing at Tokyo, which is true, Tokyo is expensive. So living at an inexpensive internet cafe for like $20 a night. If I would like that more home housing there, I probably would have done the same thing. Either way, I will at least have plans for them. Maybe once I actually properly introduce them, if I get around to it. Eventually, he'd get kicked out of the house by his mom. Now, he works at a coffee shop. A tea shop, and lives at a Capsule Hotel. Lives at an internet cafe next door. Like I said, still working on it. Characters are just off the top of my head. I have them solidified later before they're officially debuted in my comic book if I add them to it. Still play a game Revenge against uh, Elastica, but now he's playing a game of Revenge against Spandex after humiliating him. Like I said, I'll flesh out more once I actually have his design done proper and he's introduced in the comic book proper. I'm almost done with issue 2. Once that's done, gonna post it on Global Comics and probably get started ordering more issues for Mixamum. But for each issue of my comic book, I'm gonna have different variant covers. At least for the main cover, I have a second page introducing the name of the issue, and the number and the name of the issue. Like I do for my comic book Suit Up. First issue, this right here. Issue 1, that's called Pilot, because this is the pilot. See? I feel like they squished my comic together. Squished it. Like they stretched it down a bit. After looking at it, I can see a few errors I made. At least tried to get some right. I feel like the room's a bit too small. The bed's a little overpowered in the room. That's not real. I'll get better at it. See? My comic book is working out just well. Can't wait to get this in stores. Can't wait for to sell this. Get some money from it. Plan on selling it for $7, but my mom said I should charge a little bit more. I'm like $10 to $12 for my comic book. I'll let you know what you think in the comments. But I can always just negotiate a price when I'm up there. It took me a long time to get this done. It took years and years for me to try to finally get a comic book done. But the fact of the matter is, back then I didn't really know how to do it online. I draw it on paper just fine. Just didn't know how to actually do it. I figured it out. Experimenting making comics. Then I finally made my comic book Suit Up. And I showed it off at Josh Fan Expo. And I went through Mixamum to get my comic made. Made my first issue. Then I ordered more. Up and ready to order. So, ready to go. The real color's a little darker than when I did on the computer. I do feel like the thing got squished a bit. So maybe I did your typos on a few pages. Well, I can always do it. I can always improve more. If it works out well, maybe, just maybe, some artists will see it and maybe want to work with me with it. Maybe do a collaboration, just like One did, the creator of One Punch Man. I've seen his webtoon and the original One Punch Man. If he can get an artist to do it and get it serialized and Shonen Jump, get an anime, even a video game from his comic book, and his original art is terrible, then I could do it too. Maybe even get it animated. I mean, getting an anime is a long shot, but it's still maybe maybe. Only my first issue, so gonna have to wait and keep going to see what happens. I think I got lost in this, just showing off my book. Showing up my book before I have it take it to Cosmic Comics to sell it. I deal with them. They like my book. They want to sell it there. All I need to do is get more copies made. I ordered 10, but Mixbone gave me 18, which is great. More comic books, more money. I know I won't get much, but at least I'll get something. Some cash from it, and also other people will see it. Maybe even get a review of it. Let me know in the comments if you would like to have an issue or maybe even review it. And here's the last page. I made a few errors. But I can improve later. Back page. Short description of the comic book. And my contact information. I think I spent a little bit too much in my comic book. This right here is just a random character. Not sure I'll add this to her. But maybe a Wonder Woman-like character. But she's more of a barbarian than an Amazon princess. Like I said, it's a random drawing before I actually finalize it off screen. I'll use just random characters I might add later, maybe. Like this one I did the other day. I'm not really sure why I did want to do this, but I just drew it. Well, I think that's all for now. Not a long stream. Now I'm not really getting much. I got so excited with my comic book, I think I'm starting to Starting to lack in my other drawings. Not posting as much as usual. Try to keep posting more. At least my other drawings I do. Ignore the barking. My dog's barking again. Stop it, Montreal. I might get inspiration from more heroes from The Incredibles. I think the Case Files was the original hero before. In the movie before they were all killed by Syndrome. A lot of people getting worked up over Gamma Jack, who was pretty much like an atomic Superman. But no need to get all worked up on him. He's dead. Guy with Superman powers, but Syndrome had to kill him. In the original Incredibles concept, that Syndrome wasn't actually gonna be the main bad guy. It'll be some other guy. But he got scrapped for Syndrome. Yeah, it worked out. Fanboy turned villain. He got rejected by his hero. So I'm trying to do other drawings while I'm doing my comic book. I just did a picture of Power Girl and how she would look in DC version of Marvel Revival I call DC Showdown. Just random stuff. That's the time between my comic book suit up. Anyway, I think that's all for tonight. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Whoever attended, watched it. Please like, comment, subscribe my channel for more videos. Bell icon, hit the bell icon and post it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I post more videos. Be on the lookout when I go on my trip to bricks and minifigs. And all the other stuff I do, like the comic cons I attend. Feel free to check out my comic book suit up, both online on Global Comics and physical copy at Cosmic Comics and Cards if you're ever in the Grand Prairie area. Feel free to check out that comic book shop and check out my comic book suit up. And feel free to review it. I'd love to hear your feedback on it, whether it be good or bad. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section and community board for ideas for new videos and live streams. I'm going to do my live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so be on the lookout for those. Thank you all, and have a nice night.